What's up, man? It's your boy Mob in this thing, and I just wanted to make a video just asking a question, man. 'Cause I've been noticing this a lot lately, and I don't understand, man. But I don't know what the past couple of years, what happened to a lot of people these past couple of years, man. Like, it seems like a lot of people are just okay with their situation. It just seems like a lot of people are just comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mean by comfortable in a way where you have nothing to really worry about. I'm talking about comfortable in the sense that they won't even try anything else. Like, I've been noticing a lot of people, man, they get in certain careers, certain industries, or they start doing certain things, and they just stay there. They don't try to learn anything new. They don't try anything new. They don't go out for themselves, try to crank up something. They don't do any of that. They just cool where they at. I don't understand that mindset, bro. And it seems like that is more apparent now than it used to be back in the past. Like, man, when I came home, bro, I came home from prison like 10 years ago. I came home in 2012. So, it's been a real grind for me to get to where I'm at right now, And I don't remember any part of that whole grind where I felt comfortable or where I felt like this is enough for me. I've never had that feeling. So it's like, I watch videos when I go from between my shops and shit, because I live in the country. A lot of my shops are like an hour apart from each other. So sometimes I spend a lot of time behind the wheel of this truck. So I be watching shit from every perspective. I be watching shit from like truck driver perspectives, from investors to business management, reputation management, just different trades, different skills, a lot of different things. I be looking at all of that shit, just trying to gauge something, right? And what I notice about some industries are flourishing, regardless of how this economy is to a lot of people. There's a lot of companies that's flourishing still. A lot of companies that's flourishing, a lot of industry that's still flourishing. A lot of people ain't never missed a beat. If anything, a lot of people still been growing out here, right? But I look at the other sections or other industries where they're not doing as good, or they're struggling, or this, that, and the third. Now, this is where I get kind of confused at, or I don't understand, right? If you're in a position or in the industry, a job, a business, or whatever, where, things hasn't slowed down much, things hasn't, you haven't had to make too much adjustments, this, that, and the third, then this message ain't really pertaining to you. It's mostly the people that's in certain industries, at certain jobs, at certain positions, and that's just it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no real growth there. There's no real ambition there. Like, I don't understand that. And one of the industries that I'm familiar with that's not doing so hot these times is the trucking industry. I've been a truck driver over the road 2016 to 2021. I did a little bit in 2022, not too crazy. And 2023, tail end of 2023, beginning of 2024, I completely got out of the truck, right? And what made me get out of the truck really, man, was just how the industry was going, bro. I seen how the industry was going. Like, you gotta understand, when I first started driving trucks, bro, we still were using paper logs, you know what I'm saying? Like, my first job was at PTL, and then I went with Bar None, and then my third job, you know, I was working for an in-dump company, and, you know, we were using paper logs there and shit, so, you know, we were doing that. That's why I learned all my outlaw tricks and shit, like how to, you know, dodge that and the third, how to do this, that, and the third. That's how I got away with a lot of shit that I did over the road, because, I went to a company, that's where I was a fucking business model, really, shit. How many laws we can break to make this money, right? So, the logging shit was one of the biggest things, because, you know, we was on paper logs, nobody really tracking us or whatever, right? So, I remember when the ELD mandate came out, and they made most carriers, all carriers, the ELD mandate, blah, 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 right? So, I seen how that little bill, changed that man's whole operation to the point that he ended up getting audited, you know what I'm saying? And I seen the signs that shit wasn't the same. Like, usually when I'm at some place, I can recognize when things ain't doing so well, right? Like, the money get funny, or sometimes you have issue with fuel costs, shit like that. Like, let me tell you something. If I work for somebody, the one moment they have an issue with a fuel card or pay or any of that shit, I'm out of there, because I know you ain't as strong as you think you are. So, you know, that shit was going on or whatever. So I was already looking at my way out the door, right? So, the ELD mandate came out. You gotta understand, we were running paper laws. So it was time. We was running a couple days. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't doing no real resets, none of that shit. We just kept it moving. You feel me? I drove the truck like I wanted to drive it. You feel me? And to be honest with you, that was the best trucker for me. To be honest with you, I don't fuck with the hours of service, bro. I wish you could just drive that bitch the way you drive it. But I understand why they got laws in place, because you got a bunch of people who didn't, you know, they ain't gonna say no. They ain't gonna say no if a company tells them to do this and the third. They ain't gonna do it. You know, they don't stand up or whatever. But even then, I kind of said, all right, I'm in this industry, and I just watched how a bunch of people who probably never drove a truck got together, sat down, made a law on how I can make money, or how the guy that I was driving for make money, or all the other people in the industry make money. I'm like, hell no, I'm not about to give that much power to you. Like, hell no. So then I kind of got a little like iffy about the market, you feel me? And then COVID came around, right? Now, during COVID and shit, when everybody was making all this crazy ass money with dry vans or reefers, you gotta understand, I was still flatbed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did a little bit of emergency loads here and there, because at one point, when COVID like first happened, everything like first shut down, there was like no flatbed loads for a while. You know what I'm saying? Most flatbed guys was going home. I did like some Walmart release shit at fucking Bedford, PA or whatever. That lasted for like 2 weeks. And then I was pretty much out of work, you know what I'm saying? So I went home and shit, chilled for like maybe like 14 or 15 days. And then like that when everything popped open, and you know, that was the boom, the gold rush, you know what I'm saying? But everybody was like, you know, blah blah blah, yada yada yada. Now, during this whole trend of COVID and how everybody was making this crazy ass money, you gotta understand, I missed a lot of that shit. I didn't get a lot of that money that a lot of people say they making, or they was making, because I was still putting flatbed. You know what I'm saying? Flatbed we were still consistent. That was what I can say about flatbed. It was more consistent. You feel me? We wasn't getting 10. I mean, I had one week like 10,000 some shit in the flatbed, but it was like maybe one time. Really, it was usually around between 5,000 to 7,000 gross type shit. Sometimes 8,000 type shit. It And that's all expenses, you know what I'm saying? It's a regular bullshit. $5,000, $6,000, $4,000 a week, whatever, $20,000 a quarter, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, $20,000 a month. Which is pretty regular, you know what I'm saying? $20,000 a month in trucking, you owning a truck, is pretty normal, you know what I'm saying? I know a lot of guys had to post up their little numbers, like $220 for the year, $250, $260 for the year. You gotta understand that those numbers are pretty normal when it comes to truck driving, you know what I'm saying? When you start breaking down everything, especially when you own a truck or whatever, you start breaking down everything. If you had like a real good year with a lot of maintenance, and you don't really have no overhead costs like the truck note, trailer note, shit like that, you come out with $100,000, north of $100,000, everything said and done. But people that was like financing trucks, financing trailers, paying for dispatch services, all this other shit, leased onto a carrier, all that other shit, you know, these 220, 250, 260s, after everything was said and done, was more like 70, 80. You know what I'm saying? So I think I did like around 90 something during like the COVID year. I think that was 2022 if I ain't mistaken. I think I did like close to 90 or whatever. After everything's said and done, I won truck to me. You feel me? So that was a lot of work for that fucking 90,000. That was a lot of fucking work, bro. So it's like, I knew I could have did more. You feel me? Because during that year, you gotta understand with trucking, man, it's a lot of wasted time. There's a lot of people that play with your time. There's a lot of people that like to be real, man, the community treat truck drivers like shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you get to a shipper or whatever, this motherfucker give you a attitude off the jump, my nigga. Like, damn, my nigga, I don't even know you. You feel me? And if you say anything to this motherfucker, you wrong. You feel me? Like, I don't got banned from a few places, bro, because, man, you ain't finna just talk to me all type of ways or act like you gonna do me all type of ways. You think I'm just gonna shut up? You know what I'm saying? That's another thing I know about some truck drivers. A lot of truck drivers are like pushovers, bro. Like, I had my last local job, right? My last little local shit I had going on. I used to go to Home Depot. You know what I'm saying? My homeboy could vouch for this shit. He seen this shit while I was going on, bro. So the guard was like, I don't know if the guard had like some new girls there or whatever. I don't know. He was trying to show off or whatever. He was trying to talk to me like I'm some little boy or whatever. I'm like, my nigga, I don't know who the fuck you on, bro. I'll beat your ass right here type shit. You feel me? And they call they fucking managers and all this shit like that. I'm cussing everybody out, all that crazy shit, right? They banned me from that spot. And they seen the cameras and shit, and they seen how the dude was aggressive first and how I was just reacting to it, and they'll let me back in. But you gotta understand, this same place treated every driver like that. Treated every driver like a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, bro, y'all niggas like, y'all taking that type shit or whatever? So it was like, those type of experiences for the years I've been in trucking, man, I kind of didn't see the point of doing this shit, bro. Like, fuck, anybody keep doing this shit, man, because I end up, man, whatever. But even though that being said, the money was good as shit, but even then I know I could do more because it took a lot of time, a lot of sacrifice, and a lot of effort to make that money, you feel me? And there's people that's making that money that's putting in half the time, half the effort, and half the sacrifices, you know what I'm saying? So I want to figure out how the fuck I can get there. You know what I'm saying? Even when I was in warehousing, when I first came home from prison, bro, I was a goddamn lumper in a container. You know what I'm saying? They was paying us by how many containers we did. You know what I'm saying? So if you did like 8, 9 containers, bro, you can do like 250, 300 a day. So it was, you can make good money, but you gonna work the fuck out yourself to get it. You feel me? So I noticed, even as a lumper, I noticed the forklift driver was getting paid more than me. And the only thing this motherfucker doing is sitting here just watching me unload this container and moving on a pallet from here to there. So it's like, I need to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because shit, I'm tired of moving these fucking boxes and shit. Started doing that. And then that's what I learned. The damn donkey truck driver is sitting outside the warehouse. He getting paid more than me and the lumper. He doing less fucking work. That motherfucker just moving the box from here to there. Whenever we finish unloading this motherfucker, he might move. He'll put all boxes there again in the morning, and he might move a couple of boxes during the day. But most of the time he chilling, and he making more than me and the lumper. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, shit, I need to do that. I need to do that, make that man chilling. You know what I'm saying? Shit. So learn how to do that or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But with this is that example with that warehouse, right? I went from a lumper to a forklift driver to Dunkin' truck driver because I know that they was making more and doing less. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people that worked with me did not do that. They stayed in the container, unloading it. I never understood that. Like, I never understood, hey, look, there's literally something in your face showing you that there's easier ways of making money. You know what I'm saying? Why ain't you at least try? So it's not even just with truckers, that's a lot of people's mindset. Even like the people that work at McDonald's. My nigga, McDonald's is not a career choice. A minimum wage job is not a career choice. My nigga, you got jobs, you have careers. You have trades, you have skills. A job, especially a minimum wage job, is something that for you to get your start into working, to get your work history. You feel me? That's what it was designed for. Unless you want to sit there and put in the time to become like the general manager, district manager, regional manager, or the manager of just a store, or a part owner, or whatever, you staying at a minimum wage job more than 2 years is stupid. Especially if you're not trying to do anything to make yourself more valuable. It's stupid. So instead of trying to make yourself more valuable, the tune that you hear is, oh, these companies should pay more because they're making all this money down the third. But my nigga, you signed up for this shit. You signed up for this shit. They told you what they were going to make, they were going to give you when you start working here, my nigga. You should have known what was going to happen. You know what I'm saying? But that's besides the point. No, that ain't besides the point. That is the point, man. Because people be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like, what mindset do you have to be in to know you at a place where they're limiting you on what you're gonna make? Like I was having a talk. Well, I overheard a conversation of some guys talking and shit, and they were talking about the pay at their job or whatever, right? And they was trying to talk to the regional manager about their pay, and I don't know like much of the details yet. The manager told that driver that I'm not gonna give you no raise. How the fuck can you sit there and have another man tell you that you're not gonna make any more, and nothing in your head is telling you, okay, I may need to go see another option? Because as long as I stay here, in a way, I am agreeing with whatever they feel like they can do with me. Why would you put your life in the hands of something like that? So it'd be like shit like that, bro. It'd be little signs and shit that people get in life that shows you what you're doing right now. That's all it's gonna be. But people will take these signs and they'll take it. They may not like it. They may have a couple of discussions about it, but they never get out of that situation. They stay in it. They fucking stay in it. Like, they don't even try anything different. But I was talking to another person, bro. We were talking about like inspections and shit, like doing a DOT inspection on his truck. And I mentioned, like, you gotta be certified to do that shit, right? And the guy said he was certified to do that shit. So I'm like, well, shit. That's a business right there. Going around doing inspections and shit. Then he said some shit like, oh, well, just because they get an inspection, I'm gonna go like, pay my nigga. Let me tell you something, bro. You're not going there to inspect this man's truck and fix it. You know what I'm saying? You're going there doing inspections. So if the man passed the inspection or failed the inspection, you're gonna still get paid, right? You go to TA and you fail an inspection and you say you're gonna get your truck fixed somewhere else, you still gotta pay TA for the fucking inspection, bro. You still gotta pay them motherfucker. They ain't did it for free. You know what I'm saying? That type of skill set and certification alone is a business. Like, all you need is a car, a Google ad, and a working phone number. LLC. Get you a bank account. Put in a Meta ad, Google ad. It costs like $100 for 2 weeks. See what happens. See what happens. Is it going to take off immediately? Fuck no. Nothing takes off immediately. But as long as you stay consistent with shit, you be reliable with shit, niggas start trusting you, niggas start talking. You feel me? Because niggas could be on some shit like, it could be a couple of guys, got a couple of trucks, and he be like, man, I got to get my truck inspected or whatever. I got to get my authority open, blah, 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 yada, yada. But I need my DOT annual. But he don't want to take his 5 trucks all at the fucking place. Like, hop in one truck, drive over there, do the inspection, come back, drop another truck, blah, 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 yada, yada. Bro, you can have a whole service doing that shit. And hell, the money you make from that service, you can add to your business. You can start adding shit like tire changes, fucking brake shoes change, brake drum change, little small shit. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta do nothing too major. That way, now you not only have an inspection company, a DOT inspection company, but now you add in other services with it from the money you making off the inspections. You know what I'm saying? And just keep running that same method and see where it go at. You know what I'm saying? But what I notice when you bring up these type of conversations, they always want to bring up reasons why it cannot work. Like, for instance, I said, hey man, you know, that's a business right there, you can charge it. And his response was, well, what if they fail the inspection? Like, why are you putting that, you're almost putting that shit in your head. This is an obstacle this is an obstacle that I have to encounter during this. And that obstacle completely eliminated any dreams or ambitions of doing it. It's almost as if you're giving yourself an out. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand that trainer mindset. So when it goes back to the trucking industry, I've noticed the trucking industry has not been doing, like, it's not really, hasn't been really consistent this year. You know what I'm saying? There's people still eating. You know what I'm saying? One thing about it, if you a hustler and you know how to manage your money, and you know how to manage your shit at home, and you know how to adjust, trust me, no matter what you're in, you're gonna do all right. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just how you brag. Like, you see what's going on, and you ain't gonna wait until the shit hits the fan. You gonna make adjustments before the shit hits the fan. That way, you're never in a bad scenario. But you got some people that's in a bad scenario, and they don't get anywhere. They don't grow anywhere, and they just keep trying the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. They go from one company to another company to another company, from one lease to another lease to another lease to that, all this other shit. And it's always the same shit. When they get there, everything's cool, everything's blah, blah, blah. This is the best thing smoking. They're going to tell you what all this company's going to do for you, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. And then the process keeps repeating. The process keeps repeating. And you just like, you sit back and you watch this shit. You just like, my nigga, you ain't growing. You're stagnant right now. Like, you're not growing. You're stagnant. You are comfortable in your situation, bro. You don't even believe in yourself enough to try anything else. Like, for instance, bro, if you've been driving trucks for 10 plus years, bro, and the only thing you got on your background is general freight, you are just like that person at McDonald's that's been working there for 10 years, bro. Y'all the same. Y'all mindset's the same. You know what I'm saying? Y'all mindset's the same because y'all feel like this is all it's gonna be. I feel like this is the only way it's gonna work. You feel me? Instead of you trying to crank some shit up, or instead of you trying to learn something else that can possibly get you the same money back, they just don't do it. Like, for instance, they don't pull a hazmat, they don't pull a flatbed, they don't pull RGN or whatever. I thought in any career, any choice of anything you do in life, you get better. Like, you start in kindergarten, you work your way up to high school, and you go to college. And then when you get your college degree, you go and get your master's. And if you work at a company as a laborer, you learn a trade, you become an equipment operator, and then you come up to be a manager, and then and then you work up the ladder, and then you might start up your own little shit. You feel me? Like, but no, we just gonna go in this industry. We're gonna go to the bottom of the barrel, and we're just gonna stay there. We're just gonna stay there and mock people that tell you like, "Hey, bro, why the fuck you ain't bettering yourself?" Like, you're comfortable. You don't want nothing else. This is it for you. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of people's mindset. It's a lot for a lot of people. What you see right now is just it. That's it. That's it. You grew up. You're 30 now. You're 40. You're 50 now. You're 60 now. This is it for you. You ain't gonna try nothing else. You ain't gonna go for nothing else. You ain't gonna nothing. This is it. How? How do y'all get to that point, man? Like, bro, I like being around people that like to think about ways to get money outside the box. I like being around people that look at all aspects of shit and everything that we got going on and shit, and we try to make it better, to make it more fucking run more fine tuned, make it easier and shit. Because like my ultimate goal, anything I do is how to trade less time and for more money. You know what I'm saying? Do I work hard? Yeah, I work hard when it's time to work hard. And the money has to pay for me to work hard. I'm not going to just work hard for the sake of working hard. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep looking at my situation, and I'm going to keep looking at how I can make this shit easier for me. How I can make this shit easier for me physically and with my time. Because time to me means more than anything. Like, I don't like following the schedule. You know what I'm saying? I don't like following the schedule. I don't like somebody telling me where I need to be at. I don't like none of that shit. I like doing what I want to do when I want to do it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, when I look at the process I went through, and I looked at all. Is that my homeboy? My bad. My distractions. I'm distracted right now. No, it's not him. But I forgot where I was at. I completely lost my train of thought, y'all. My bad. I'm over here looking at this damn car right here, making sure it ain't my people's. But yeah, I know where I'm at. So once I get something going, I try to find somebody to bring in, somebody that I meet, somebody that has a good head on their shoulder, somebody that showed me something back in the day or whatever, and I try to bring them in. Or if I meet somebody with a different skill or something that I don't know how to do, I like networking. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it comes to like getting cars shit done, you know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people that's fucking with it, right? And what I mostly do is middleman a lot of shit. I do a lot of connecting between people and shit, right? And that type of shit costs. You feel me? I charge for that type of service and shit too. And it's just like, after being out here and getting out of the truck for the years I've been in the truck and being out here, man, one thing about that truck's gonna limit you, because ain't gonna be but so much you can do in that truck. I'm just being honest with you. Ain't gonna be but so much things you can do in that truck. Out here, people like to bring up local work, right? About how you're never really home, blah, 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 yeah. But it's not the same, bro. Like, I've been OTR, I've been regional, I've been local. None of that shit is the same, bro. One thing about it, how people be like, you're never at home anyway. Like, I don't understand what you mean by that. I think you mean by like actually physically sitting on your ass at home type shit. But one thing about local, my nigga, or one thing about being around your peoples or whatever, bro, if anything happens in your home, you're already there. You don't have to find a way to get from Utah all the way back to Carolina because your fucking daughter fucking daughter is dying, or blah, 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 this, that, and the third. You feel me? Like, you're already home. Your wife, your children, your significant other, your family, whatever, They don't have to call somebody else. They don't have to rely on somebody else. They can rely on you, the man, the head of your household, because you're there. You feel me? And while you're like home, bro, you gotta understand. Like, if you got like a hustler mentality, bro, if you don't look around for other shit, being local gives you more time to establish more shit, gives you more opportunity, because you're out here in your city, you're seeing what's going on, you're talking to people, you're meeting people, shit that and third, you know what I'm saying? That's why me myself personally, I don't think over the road is like beneficial to people, man, because all the time wasted on that shit, how much you really invested into that shit. I don't think people really look at the amount of time you put into that shit. A lot of people like saying, oh, I only drive 6 hours, 8 hours, 9 hours. I only work 8, 9, 6 hours, blah, blah, blah. Nah, motherfucker, you working from the moment you get in that truck to the moment you get back. Fuck what anybody else talking about. But goddamn, if you in your 10-hour sleep, if you're on a 10-hour sleeper bird, bro, and somebody runs into your truck, you get out of that truck and motherfuckers come to the police and make a police report. All that shit. Calling the company, all that shit. You're responsible for that truck. That truck, trailer, and load. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that somebody try to take the load, you should be out there and be Superman and try to say that man shit. That's stupid. You know what I'm saying? But you're gonna still be there taking responsibility of that truck. So I see what you're saying, but bro, that's not the same to me, bro. When I was over the road, bro, the way I looked at it, I'm at work. Regardless if I'm taking a 34-hour reset, 10-hour break, whatever. I'm at work. I'm in this damn truck. You feel me? I can't just hop in my car and just go somewhere. You know what I'm saying? That ability is taken from me. Well, not taken from me because I volunteered to do it, but you know what I'm saying. I don't know. People I just wish people would be more ambitious. People would be more willing to try shit. People just start being so fucking complacent and just like, bro, if you're doing something, bro, and you've been doing it for 5 to 10 years, bro, and you still haven't gotten anywhere, you really need to try something else, bro. Look at something else, bro. Even if your location doesn't offer anything, man, fucking move. What the fuck you scared of moving for? All these people that ain't scared of shit, but they're scared to invest into their goddamn selves. They'll sit there and talk shit to somebody online all goddamn day long, but wasting all that time talking that shit on somebody else, man, you wasting time off yourself, bro. You're wasting time on evaluating yourself and improving yourself. You're investing in somebody else. Your time investing in somebody else, bro. I just wish there was more ambition out here. I wish there was people with that all these hustlers, all these grinders, all these people that get money actually do what they say they do. In my opinion, bro, if it wasn't for a CDL, a lot of y'all wouldn't be over $50,000 a year. That's facts, bro. A lot of y'all wouldn't even make over $50,000 a year. So trucking, man, in my opinion, it just gave a lot of people with no education a way to make money. And they think that because they got into trucking and they got into a trucking business and they feel like they're a businessman. Like, out of all the businesses I ever started, all the businesses I have now, trucking was the easiest to start. It was the easiest to start. You gotta understand, you ain't even gotta look for a customer base most times, bro. You go to a fucking load board. You don't even have to advertise. You don't even have to do sales. A lot of truck drivers not even business owners, not even businessmen. They don't even. One thing about it, sales is the biggest contributor to all businesses, bro. Sales. If you cannot sell, a lot of your business is not going to make it. You know what I'm saying? Sales, business management, time management. A lot of that shit comes into play with business also, which trucking didn't ask for. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get your LLC. Most cases, people just get an LLC. They'll go to a place and get like a $100,000 truck. This is how they signature. No credit check, no nothing. That's how most people got in trucking business. You know what I'm saying? Name any other business where you can sign your name on a dotted line and just be in business. Have all the equipment you need and everything. Name one. Name another one. So they get in that position, and because they got this, that, and the third, they won't call themselves businessman. All right, if you're a businessman, what other businesses do you have? What other businesses can you even operate? Or was it just too easy? What you're doing right now is just too easy. They made it so easy for you to get in business that, you know, you just had to call somebody's phone, pass a drug test, and sign some paperwork. And now you're in business. And you're in business for 5-10 years and your ass not even motherfucking elevating. Usually when people are in business, businesses grow. That's the point of being in business. You're supposed to grow. You ain't supposed to just be in business to be self-employed. A lot of people call themselves bosses and they fucking self-employed. They're fucking contractors. They're not even no fucking boss, bro. But you call yourself a boss? You can tell yourself where you can go at? That's not a fucking boss. I don't know. I'm just speaking out loud. I just hope this video probably put some shit in people's ears a little bit. Have people thinking about shit, about what you doing. You feel me? I give two fucks, really, about what happened to most of these people on this shit. I really give two fucks. All the days of me being like compassionate and like helping people in situations, but them days dead. Them days dead like a motherfucker. Anyway, I just got to the house, man. About to go ahead and get me some fucking breakfast. Next time, bro, I'm gone.